I think it's blurry a bit. Is it okay? I don't know. I'm just going. Do you mind? Sorry to do that. I'm sorry. Oh no, you can't see me really well. This is professional setup, you know? Okay, so I did a video just before this one in French, and I'm just I'm just doing the same video but in English. So yeah, so it's the same topic, which is life an illusion? And so I wrote an article that I shared with you Monday. I don't remember. No. Monday? No. Wednesday? I don't remember. I shared it with you on the blog this week. That is sure, I think. So, and I was, sharing perspective of on is life an illusion? And then I discussed with someone, and he asked me some questions, and I thought, oh, it's really interesting. I want to answer this for everyone. So I'm doing this right now. I'm answering the question for everyone, for you to have the not answer, but like shares about it, like perspectives that I can share about it. So yeah, nice to see you. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to explain a bit the article, like what did I wrote in the article. Okay, so first I'm bringing different perspective, because we see a lot. I saw a lot perspectives on like all is illusion, it's all illusion, there is just illusion. Okay, and so in the article, it's a bit different. It's a bit, I will say, how do you say this in English? Nuance. It's a bit more colorful, a bit more, there is more sparkles, I don't know, shining stuff everywhere. Because I'm saying there is this concept of illusion, but this concept of illusion is included in reality. So it doesn't end with this observation, maybe, or belief, or that a lot of things that we think are as real are in fact not as real as we think. We tend to think a lot of things in a limited way. Why? Because we think, which means, sorry, there is a little noise. It will stop, but it's how do you say this? The washing machine. So yeah. What I was saying. Okay, so when we think, we are using the mental. So the mental is limited. So if we perceive everything through the mental, our life through the mental, we see life as a limited thing, with possible thing, non-possible thing. So this is why I'm explaining a bit in the article, and I'm saying, wait, but if you observe that there is, that what I thought as real is not as real as I thought, and that there is more to it, you open yourself, you open a door on something that includes this illusion, include the perception through the mental filter. Okay, and it is a big filter, a big one. Like it's like if you are wearing glasses and they are gray, you can't see them. They are pitch black, not pitch black. They're a bit blurry. You meditate and they become blurry if you meditate. So you can see a bit like through the blurry glasses. and poof, going beyond the mental, like this is really conceptual, okay? It doesn't traduce any reality. I will come to that in the video, but yes, remember, all this is conceptual. I invite you to, I'm sorry for the quality of this of this visualization. I invite you to concentrate on your breath during the whole video. As always, it's a really good tool and it will bring so much more quality in the video. So really do that. Don't limit your understanding on the words and just be, yes. See for yourself, just feel the breath coming in, coming out through the nostrils. Okay, so what I was saying, I don't know. Yes, so I think it's an important thing, and it's not something that we talk about in France. That there is an illusion, but there is more than the illusion, and you can explore and go deeper and go beyond that. So that is important, and that is cool to say, oh yeah, no, it's not the end, the illusion is not the end, you can go deeper. So that is why the article was interesting to me, for me to write. And I am presenting you some trap. As I can say, I never talk about spiritual trap in exploration, self-exploration trap in the blog, because my main what I am enthusiastic about is more like saying, hey, you can explore yourself. It's so great, so interesting. You can discover so much stuff. You can open to so much stuff, and can be, it can be not the answer, but it can be something that you are intuitively, I don't know if you can say this, intuitively feeling, and this is working on this intuition, and this will open what you are intuitively feeling, what there is a call for it, which is maybe really deep inside you, and you don't feel it so much. Sometimes you feel it in some moment of ecstasy or whatsoever, and this is open, and it's become more and more concrete, more and more in harmony. I don't know. Okay, so yes, but there is this interesting aspect of mental trap, of spiritual trap. We say a lot. I read ego trap, something, ego something. I don't like to use so much the word ego. I already say it in an article. It's a bit weird to talk about the ego with the ego. But so me, I will just say it's some mental trap, spiritual trap, if we can say, and I will say how it is not so much a trap than that, but it can be interesting to become conscious of it. And why I'm talking about this, because if life is an illusion, is a belief, becomes a belief, it can be a trap. It can be, first it was an observation maybe, or maybe not, it was already a belief, and then you will observe it. There is those cases, like you don't see, you have the belief, you have the concept, and then you observe it. Or you observe it, you experience it in a way, if we can say this, and this is the most big trap, which is really difficult to be conscious of, because if the thing that you experience, that you observe, is so wow, it can really become a big belief. And so this is an interesting thing too, to observe, to be conscious of. And I just in the article say, okay, so maybe ask yourself the question, if this is this a belief? Because if it's a belief, the thing is, it's limited, because belief, it's mental. Yes. Reflection, no, like intellectualization, mental. So a summary, in my head I have an equation. So belief equals or implies, belief implies, we will say equals because like they are linked like this. So beliefs equals mental, and mental equals the trap, like the spiritual trap. Spiritual in a way that is a new belief that is, yes, it's a new belief that we call spiritual. Okay, so I'm just saying that this exists, that and it's interesting to notice it because if you live from this belief, with this belief, you blind yourself because you limit yourself, even if this belief is beautiful and because if you see just things through belief, through mental, you blind, you hide your eyes, okay, and we want them open. Okay, so this is the first point. And I'm saying like there is the tendency to use these beliefs, again, sorry for this repetition, to deny and to, how do you say this in English, to run from something. Okay, so I observed that when you justify an action with a spiritual belief. So this is a big mental trouble. Really interesting. Big in the sense that maybe you are not aware of it right at the moment. Like you will have maybe some time to be conscious of this trap, or maybe never. I don't know. It's a process different for everyone, and I'm just going to finish this point with that, with this saying that it's a process, so it's okay. And there are lessons everywhere, and these are types of lessons. There is not bad, you are not a bad person and a good person. It's just lessons that are coming in different forms, and according to where you put your attention on, they have different forms. So they are all interesting, and they will teach you a lot by being conscious of it. And if you are not conscious, it's okay too. It's a process, maybe at one point you will be conscious of it, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so this is the first point. And the second point, interesting point, is to say, when you say life is an illusion, okay? Life is an illusion. I don't know if I never did this video in English, too bad. Okay, so if you wrote in front of you, life is an illusion, you just become conscious of what you are saying. Life is an illusion. It's just word. It's just mental. It cannot describe reality. It's part of reality. The phrase life is an illusion is in the reality. So it cannot describe the reality. So this is another point on the article. If you want to learn more about it, or if you want to, yes, because when I explain things with words written, it's not the same thing with the mouth. So maybe both are interesting. I don't know. But I put the link in the description of the article. So if you want to read it, go for it. Okay. So now the question. Okay. So there were not a question, but like an observation, a belief. It is a belief of reality that we talk, like, which is including the illusion and is beyond the illusion at the same time, is not a human being cannot realize it. It cannot be revealed to human being. What? So it's really interesting, and I heard it a couple of times, 2 times lately, like, oh, it's not for human beings, something out of reach. I don't know if you can say this, you can't reach it. Not that it is a question of reaching something, not at all. but it just was an illustration, like how some thought can believe that it is something really far away, really mystical, or really far. What? But no, this is the whole point of exploration. You can go really deep, and be aware that thinking that is a belief. And did you try this other belief that it is near you, that you can go as deep as you want and realize stuff that you want? If maybe you can consider to adopt this new belief and see if it is not better, if it's not helps you to go deeper. So this is the first thing of the conversation that we have had. Sorry. And then there was a question that I will translate. It was in French, so bear with me. So we were talking about the energetic field, and the, how do you say this in English? Oh shit. Oh, sorry. I watch movies and stuff, so I have a different vocabulary in my in my repertoire. I don't know. I just one moment. I'm just looking for this word. I'm sorry. I know this word, but the time that I will remember it, it will be too late. So matter. Okay. We were talking about energy and matter and consciousness, and we were agree that on the conceptualization of energy, saying that when you take, I did a video on this, which is really interesting too, and I focus the video on law of attraction and positive thinking, and to talk about the energetic field, if we can say field, it's just conceptualization again. Be aware of your breath. So yes, we were saying that if we can, if I take a loop, I hope it's an English word. If we zoom, we can observe energy. It's not just something, it's energy. Okay, so we were agree on this concept. And the question is it the matter that implies, that creates the consciousness, or is it consciousness that use energy to create matter? Okay. So the first thing, so when we say in the question, when he say matter implies consciousness, so we agree that matter is energy. So the question is energy implying consciousness? And the thing is, even if we stay with the concept of matter is consciousness. End of the discussion. No, I'm kidding, but yes, this is the answer. Like, there is not something implying, like, it is consciousness. Matter is consciousness. So yes, and there's not so much. How do you say this in English? Sorry. Oh, as the same in French. Causes and consequences, because all is in the now. All is not contained, because like it's so vast, but all is in the now. So there causes and consequences, it's like using the concept of temporal concept, like future, present, and past. Okay, so when we explore ourselves, we are seeing more and more with a nice attention, a nice focus, that present, past, and future are only concepts, and they are not the base of reality. So is this useful? Ask yourself the question, is this useful to use these causes and consequences? Is this really useful to me? Or are they leading me to more mental stuff, mental intellectualization and reflection? I don't know. So yes, was just another point. And then another thing was, it is important to find an anchor in a tangible reality, to not lose ourselves in the energetic. Okay, so tangible reality is something like what does it mean? Because what do you mean by tangible reality? Like, is it the reality that you are perceiving through your mental and your mental perception is like your mental is traducing your perception. So it's just all comes back to the mental. So is this the tangible reality that you are referring to? So this is interesting to ask ourselves. And yes, my answer to this is like, no, you cannot lose yourself in energetic field whatsoever, because, well, the only thing that can happen is like when you traduce things with belief and with the mental. When you do that, you can use yourself. If it becomes a mental stuff, if it becomes a new identification, then you can lose yourself in a way. But if not, no, you cannot, because all is in the now, as I was saying. So how can you lose yourself in what it is, what stuff are like? No, they are not like, you are not going outside of something. You are not going. You are just, your attention is more sharpened to see what is right now. How can you lose yourself in just recognizing something that is like, no. But I know that this exists, and for deeper, if you can say, for big observation, big experience, if you can say, when the mental come and introduce the experience or have some resistance with it, and then it can be quite interesting, difficult thing to experience too. So I know this exists. If you want to know more about it, I will certainly write some article or do some videos about it too. So you can share it with me if this is interesting. If this is interesting to you, for you, I don't know. Okay. And yes, and meditation and yoga and stuff and asanas, and they allows you to go at your own rhythm. Some practices can be really powerful, but I don't know. Okay, I won't develop this. And yes, and so the question was about energetic field, but I just want to say that there is more to it. Again, there is more to the energetic field, as I was saying in the last video. So just remember, there is more to. I'm sorry if I'm looking to this. I have my notes and with the question and stuff. So I'm sorry. It's not a really. I didn't learn it by heart. I hope it's okay to watch or to listen to. Do remember, be conscious of aware of your breath, conscious of it. Okay. And two, on the energetic thing, when you meditate, and if we can say this, and when you do some asanas, if we can use the term do, the word do, it is all about energy. But you don't have to conceptualize it or to focus on it. It's already doing it by itself. Like the practices are doing it by themselves. So, it just trust and practice, and there will not be like you will not lose your anchor. It will be okay. I hope to. Okay, so how do you do the difference between the dreams, the night's dreams, and the when you wake up? So this is interesting, and we have to be careful in a way with words, because in his message he was saying dream and reality, to say night dreams and to say when you wake up from the dream, night dreams. So we in self-exploration, dream is used to explain, to traduce, to illustrate, to conceptualize. When you wake up from the night dreams, it's like all is contained in the dream. Okay. So here it's not what we're talking about. I just wanted to say that this exists like as a conceptualization, and it is called Maya too. Maya, do you? Yes. Okay. And another thing is, yes, he used the term reality to talk about when you wake up from the night dream. So here, as I used it in the article, it was saying like when you wake up, it's not you are perceiving things through the mental and through the sensation, through the mental. So we are not going to call it reality. We are going to call it perception through the mental, if you want. So this is interesting, just to be clear on the vocabulary, because you can use it with your own like comprehension. So it's normal and it's okay. I'm just yes, and so yes, to respond to his question, there is no difference. Because if we take like the use of the concept illusion and dream as a tool, and you use it as a tool. In this case, night dreams and when you wake up, there is no difference, because in the two you are perceiving and living through the mental, but not quite. And this is when it is interesting to I'm so comfy in each video. Like, I'm sorry for this. So, yes. Blah, blah, blah. And this is when you are using dream in as a tool to explore, to understand better how what you are perceiving right now is not as real as you think, as saying things with rules and possibilities, impossibilities as you think. But I will go deeper on this, on how to use dream, how dreams can really be a tool to explore deeper and to help you in this exploration. It's really interesting, and I really like this subject too. So yeah, yes. If this is interesting to you, tell me too. It will be lovely to know that you're interested in that. And am I forgetting something? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, remember, it's just a tool, so it's not explaining. It's not like you are ending what you think about life through this. It's a tool, so you use it, and you don't use it if it's not something that appeals to you, or like you have it doesn't mean anything to you. Just don't use it. There is so many tools, various tools for everyone, so it's just a tool, and it's not a truth, as if we can say this. It's not. Yeah. Okay, I hope it was interesting, and it is interesting, and I hope you catch up. You were conscious of your breath during the video. It's really a cool exercise to do that I really encourage you to do. I'm repeating myself, I know. Have a lovely day or night, I don't know. And yes, nice to share this stuff with you. It's always a pleasure. And if you have questions like I shared in this video, maybe more precise, maybe with other perspectives, and you have question about it, don't hesitate to share it with me. As you can see, it can be helpful for everyone. If this, yes. So, yeah. And it's really a pleasure to share all this stuff. Yeah. Okay. So for me, it's a good night. For you, I don't know. And see you soon. As the link of the article is in the description, I will put the question below too. I don't know if it's useful or not. And yeah, bye.